breaking news.
That breaking news, the body of fallen Deputy Constable Kareem Atkins is being moved to a funeral home in Tomball. Law enforcement officers lined up outside the Harris County Medical Examiner's office for the procession from Southwest Houston to the Klein Funeral Home. And this is a live look at that procession right now from Sky I-13. Atkins was shot and killed yesterday in what authorities call an ambush outside of a nightclub in North Houston. Atkins and two other Harris County Precinct 4 deputy constables were off duty working extra jobs as security for that club. The other two deputies were also shot and wounded. Hello again, everyone. I'm Tom Abrams. We do appreciate you being with us tonight. ABC 13's Brooke Taylor is live at the funeral home in Tomball, and she joins us live with the latest on this story.
Tom, we are waiting for the body of Deputy Kareem Atkins to be taken here to Klein Funeral Home. I'll step out of the way so you could see what's going on here. You have the fire department here with their ladders and flying that flag right there in honor of the deputy. To our right, you could also see the police departments here, the constable's office, the local Tomball police departments here, all waiting to honor that deputy here. And if we turn to the right, you could even see members of the community have been out here. They're waiting, they're on their phones taking pictures, and really this is a man who served the community. He was working with the constable's office since 2019, so they're here to honor him, and we expect more people to get out here. This started around 5 p.m., so it's about 40 miles or so away, and we're expecting them to come here shortly. We do have Sky Eye video of that procession. Again, Deputy Atkins was with Precinct 4 Constable's office since 2019. He leaves behind 2 young children and a wife. In fact, he just got back from paternity leave not too long ago. He was just 30 years old. Now, early Saturday morning, Deputy Atkins was working at 45 North Bar and Lounge. He was responding to a disturbance call, possibly a robbery in the parking lot. And that's when police say that he and another deputy were making an arrest when a second suspect started shooting at them. Atkins was killed and 2 other deputies were hurt. Deputy Darrell Garrett shot in the back, and then a third deputy, Joaquim Barthen, was shot in the leg. Both of those deputies are expected to make a full recovery. At last check, they were still at Memorial Hermann. We did hear, though, earlier, a few moments ago, from Precinct 4 Constable's office at the medical center, talking about how thankful they are that other departments right now are contributing and a part of this and made this procession possible. Take a listen.
With the help of Chief Finner with HPD, Sheriff Gonzalez, the Harris County Sheriff's Office, and various police agencies, Constable Herman was able to make it happen. And as you can see around, the force and the love that law enforcement has given us in this time of need for the Constable's office.
And I do want to mention, as far as a suspect in all of this, a lot of questions about this. At first, police did make an arrest, and then they told us that person they did not believe was the shooter in all of this, but there's still an active investigation into who that shooter is right now. It's almost about 35 minutes since that procession started, so we will keep you updated when the body of Deputy Atkins is taken here to the funeral home. I'm told family members will be here. Mark Herman with the Constable's Office of Precinct 4 is also going to be speaking with us in a little on behalf of the department, so we'll hear much more from them coming up later tonight on ABC 13. I'm Brooke Taylor, live in Tomball. Back to you.
Brooke, thank you for that live report. More breaking news on this Sunday. Houston police are responding to reports of a deadly shooting on the southeast side of town, and ABC 13's Courtney Carpenter is there live on the scene right now. Courtney, what have you learned?
Well, Tom, we're here on Bessemer Street, not far off the Gulf Freeway. You can see police still on scene here right now. A lot of the activity around that white car over there that's up against that pole. The original report came in around 2:30 this afternoon. We understand the incident's being investigated as a drive-by shooting. As for now, we don't know what exactly led up to it, if there were other cars involved. All questions we still have at the moment. Sadly, we do know it is a deadly shooting, as a medical examiner was here not long ago. So we're set to get more details from police here on the scene shortly, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated. Reporting live here in Southeast Houston, Courtney Carpenter, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Courtney, thank you for the quick update from that still developing story. We appreciate it. Well, the Astros are in Boston looking to bounce back from their loss in Game 2 of the ALCS. The series tied 1 game apiece. Game 3 is tomorrow, and sports director Greg Bailey is with the team on the road in Boston, and he joins us live. Greg?
Tom, we look ahead to Monday's critical Game 3 through the eyes of the Astros manager Dusty Baker. Let everybody else worry about that disastrous start that really set the tone for Saturday's 9-5 loss. Dusty has other things on his mind. The Astros' 72-year-old manager started his day late this morning soaking up some rays alongside his guys at Minute Maid Park. Baker telling us that pitcher Luis Garcia feels a lot better. That's just hours after he was forced to leave Game 2 with the knee issue. It's good news, but we all know the Astros pitching staff now desperately thin, but you would never know that listening to Baker today. Asked why he had his team work out in Houston before flying to Boston, Dusty explains his guys needed a good dinner before first pitch tomorrow.
I wanted my guys to work out here and then get into Boston early enough to have a nice meal and relaxing time, much like, I don't know, you ever seen Gladiator movies?
Sure.
They always have a good meal before the fight.
That chill vibe, constantly relaxed. He is the one and only in Major League Baseball. His approach has really allowed the Astros to make their way through the cheating scandal and, of course, make their way back to the American League Championship Series. He is not about to change his approach now. Live at Fenway, Greg Bailey, ABC 13 Eyewitness Sports.
Greg, thank you for that live report tonight. Go Astros. Well, the Texas House made some last-minute changes to the proposed new congressional maps, and that could mean another round of negotiations. According to our partners at the Texas Tribune, the House tweaked the Senate-approved map last night so Democrats Sheila Jackson Lee and Al Green of Houston would not be pitted against each other. The House also restored a central Texas district from Austin to San Antonio to a slight Hispanic majority. This morning, the Senate rejected those changes and called for a conference committee for members of both chambers to iron out these differences. Now, that deal would require another vote in the House and Senate before the special session ends on Tuesday. Early voting for the November election begins tomorrow. It runs through October 29th before Election Day on November 2nd. The ballot will have 8 constitutional amendments for all voters, along with any special elections in your own districts. Tonight, dozens of residents are still trying to figure out what to do after a fire destroyed their home. On Tuesday, that fire started at the Harmony House on Girard and Dart near downtown. At least 75 residents are now displaced. We caught up with some of them at a hotel where they're staying, and they talked about barely coming out of homelessness to now face this.
Life happens, and we fell in some tough times, and they're doing their best right now, and I know that their hands are tied with everything as ours is.
An electrical issue may be to blame, but the cause of that fire still under investigation. The organization now taking donations to help those displaced residents.